Joshua, the true Joshua. Now these things happened to them as an example, but they were written down for our instruction, on whom the end of the ages has come. We can read the life of Joshua described in the Pentateuch and in the book of Joshua itself in two different and complementary ways, as history and symbolically. In order to make a correct symbolic interpretation of the figure of Joshua, we must first know the rules that govern biblical symbolism, types and antitypes. Once this is done, we will trace the symbolism of Joshua through the rest of the Bible to find the messages that Elohim has left us through his word in relation to the symbolic Joshua. Biblical symbolism. What is typology? Typology classes. The symbolism of Joshua. Joshua's a type. The antitype of Joshua. Joshua's a type of the church. Biblical symbolism. What is typology? Now these things happened to them as an example, but they were written down for our instruction, on whom the end of the ages has come. Paul and other biblical authors use the word type to refer to a historical figure or event that represents something or someone from his own time and or the future, called an antitype. For example, Romans 5:14 speaks of Adam as a type figure in King James Version of him who was to come, that is of Yeshua, the antitype. On many occasions, we find in the Old Testament an indication that specific characters or events are types of something to come. Let's look at two examples. The type David. Antitype advertisement, a new David. The antitype Yeshua. The type sacrifices. Antitype advertisement, suffering servant. The antitype death of Yeshua. Typology classes, where he stayed until the death of Herod, and so was fulfilled what the Lord had said through the prophet, out of Egypt I called my son. The types in the Old Testament point to three distinct kinds of antitype in the New Testament: Messiah, the church, and the end times. Types and antitypes. Type Israel. Antitype Messiah, he was taken to Egypt. Church, the new Israel. Messiah, 40 days in the desert. Type, the Exodus. Antitype, Messiah, 40 days in the desert. Church, baptized and sustained by Messiah. End times, Exodus from apostate churches. Type, the sanctuary. Antitype, Messiah, it was like a temple among us. Church, we are the temple of Elohim. End times, the New Jerusalem, our temple. The symbolism of Joshua. Joshua and as a type. The Lord your Elohim will raise up for you a prophet like me from among you, from your fellow Israelites. You must listen to him. Joshua partially fulfilled Moses' prophecy concerning the second prophet who would lead the people. Like Moses, Joshua received direct messages from Elohim. He celebrated Passover. He crossed the waters. He saw the angel of the Lord. His outstretched hand brought victory. He invited the people to remain faithful after his death, etc. While the manna began to fall under Moses, it ceased under Joshua. Furthermore, Joshua carried out instructions regarding the division of the land and the cities of refuge that Moses had given. But the people understood that Moses' prophecy is extended beyond Joshua. Thus both Moses and Joshua become types of the true antitype who fully realize the prophecy given to Moses concerning the prophet Yeshua. The antitype of Joshua. In the time of my favor I will answer you, and in the day of salvation I will help you. I will keep you, and I will make you to be a covenant for the people, to restore the land and to reassign its desolate inheritances. The objective of the wars led by Joshua was to establish the Israelites in the promised land. Isaiah presents the work of the Messiah as consisting of assigning the desolate inheritances to his people, using the same terminology as the book of Joshua. In what sense is the life and work of Joshua as a type reflected in the life and work of Yeshua, the antitype? After his baptism in the Jordan, Yeshua fought against the forces of evil. He began his work after 40 days in the desert. He defeated the enemy on the cross. He gives us victory over our spiritual enemies. He gives us true rest. He assigns us an incorruptible inheritance. Joshua as a type of the church. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Joshua and the church. Today we have a battle to fight in which we are led by our Joshua, who gives us with the necessary armor. Furthermore, he already assigns us an inheritance and fills us with the spiritual blessings. Joshua and the end times. But the complete typological fulfillment of Joshua will be at the end, when all the hosts of evil are destroyed and we take full possession of our inheritance, land where we can live in confidence. Until that time comes, let us grow in grace as Joshua did, allowing Elohim to transform us to become a little more like him each day. The Israel of Elohim, journeying to the heavenly Canaan, have a captain who need no human teaching to prepare him for his mission as a divine leader. Yet he was made perfect through the sufferings, and in that he himself had suffered being tempted, he is able to succor them that are tempted. Our Redeemer manifested no human weakness or imperfection, yet he died to obtain for us an inheritance into the promised land.